Hey guys, Steve Asker here, and I'm bringing you Method to the Maps number 2, and this time I'll be going over Seatown, and I don't think I quite went into enough depth as to what I was going to be doing with this series, and what it is that I'll be analyzing the map, choke points and all that good stuff, and how to start up, certain routes at the beginning of the match to set up and kind of keep the enemy pinned down. And these are my own personal things I've observed and classes I like to run on the maps. I mean, if you've got something that works on this map, by all means, keep on doing that. Keep up what works. But I mean, if you want to try something new or having trouble on certain maps, I mean, I hope this series helps to improve you. So, yeah, before we go each map, I'm going to show a few classes or single class, if there's a map that only use one class on, that I like to run on maps. And for the record, these are typically going to be kill confirmed, team deathmatch, domination kind of starting run areas. I don't play sabotage, demolition, search and destroy, headquarters, anything like that. So yeah, I mean, if people want that, I mean, I can probably see where the bases are, and typically, the routes would be the same. So these are the two classes that I would typically run on Seatown. The MP7, attachments, big ammo, and suppressor, because Seatown is, all the maps are rather small, but the firefights on Seatown tend to be in closer quarters areas, so the damage reduction by the silencer isn't as grave on Seatown. And, this doesn't have to be the MP7, it could be whatever class you'd prefer. And, sleight of hand, fast reload, fast swap, assassin, because, it's close quarters, you kind of don't want to be on radar. It's easier to predict your position, and keep away those UAVs. And then Sitrep Pro, because it's very nice to know when people are coming around areas. And I usually use specialists with this class, and this is just because it's. I mean, if you use support, I mean, you're probably not going to die very often with this class if you do it right. And assault, you probably won't have enough ammo to take care of it, although maybe you would if you have flawless aim. And Semtex, it's whatever lethal grenade you want, and portable radar, because like I said, the fighting is rather condensed on Seatown to typically around the market and that little rockway between the second floor of that building. So 1 or 2 portable radars by your team, and you could have pretty much the condensed area of the map just covered by constant UAV. And like I said with this class, you can use the P90, PP90 M1. Just for the third specialist, I would not use marksman, because the MP7 is honestly the most accurate submachine gun, and I like picking people off with marksman. Now, here's the USAS, and this could be interchanged. Ironic, it's a map. Interchanged with the striker, but I prefer the USAS because of the built-in extreme conditioning. And as it is a semi-automatic shotgun, it's benefited more by extended mags and, damage, because, it's damage. And then I like the Scorpion Akimbo because they draw faster than the MP7. I mean MP9. And the hip firebox doesn't move, so, you can get to the range that the shotguns can't handle. Portable radar, same thing. Extreme conditioning to bolster the USAS's built-in extreme conditioning. And Assassin because you're pretty gimped as it is with a shotgun, so I mean, you might as well help yourself out. And then Sitrep, same old, same old. So yeah, so let's get this review underway. And so I'm doing kill confirm because that's my personal game type of choice. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, these strategies follow pretty well for domination and team deathmatch. I mean, I'm not sure about the sabotage or demolition spawns, so. Here we're going to do the inner circle side first, because I'm pretty sure I know this side a lot more. So, yeah. And actually, this is live right now, so, this is my typical first route. This route is what I typically run when I play Seatown. And see, with Extreme Conditioning Pro, you can hop these walls faster and all this. And here, this is where you would cut them off. This is where Sitrep Pro comes in handy. You can hear them all along the side. And basically with this USAS, well, not this USAS class, but the USAS class I had, you would like to patrol this area and keep on killing them as they spawn here for the first maybe 30 seconds. Because kill confirmed for some reason when you kill them within like first 10 seconds, they'll spawn back in their spawn. And so yeah, with this USAS, you'll probably want to, or with the portable radar, you probably like to put it down like right around here. And yeah, you could have pretty much this whole little area covered by the portable radar. And so now, that was like my first route. So let's get back to the spawn. I probably should have put my tac insert back down. And we will show my second route with the USAS. Alright, so that was my first route, taking that left corridor right there. My second route would be going this side. It seems a little framey. And getting up here. Now that was nice and quick. You know, typically with sitrep I can hear players coming, and I would just go around shooting. And the USAS has the range to hit them there. See? Hit the plants, hit this, so most players, a lot of players like to sit here and clip to shoot people coming around. My, it's framey. But yeah, this is typically my first, or my other route with the USAS class. Now throw down the motion sensor here. You know, if they're spawning there, I won't come out because I'll just peek around and see if they're spawning. If not, I'll run back and wait for them with the motion sensor picking up. Or I'll see if they're not spawning there, but they're coming from here. I'll, you know, typically pick them off from here, and then I'd come around here, and like I said, just maintaining this corridor with the USAS. And then, you know, the same could apply to the MP7, PP90, you know, it's a close quarters weapon and it's supposed to control that corridor. So now we're going to swap teams to the SAS. You know, they don't spawn in this building. I'm doing this all live, so typically the SAS spawn either out here or I remember they spawn out there, but they spawn in this tower here. And I don't like running this route because if you no, right here, this is not the route I would run. But I'm just saying, if I ran this route, it leads a little bit in the open. And people with ACRs and a sniper rifle, they could pick you off going down the stairwell or up here, and they can shoot through that wood. So I don't think that route's really safe. What I do like is going up. You know, we spawn in there, I run out the door, and then here's where I could take my two choices. You know, it just depends on how I feel. I go down there, or I go up the ladder, and I jump up the ladder because it gives you a lot bigger boost going up. And typically, when I'm about right here, enemy team starts coming through that door, and that's when my USAS submachine gun will chew them up. Or I can jump down with the MP9 drone and see how many enemy guys are coming down there. If there are too many, you know, I typically run out here and get in the building. And, you know, pick off people going in here, because, you know, this building is a very popular building. And when you spawn on the SAS side, it's really vital to control these three areas, and it's very easy to do with a shotgun like the USAS or a submachine gun like the MP7. Very easy. And then with the other route I usually run, which is from there, I come down here, and then I run just straight through the middle because, you know, there's no way they could have gotten here unless they used the exact same extreme conditioning USAS or a submachine gun and just run straight. And right here, this is where sitrep crow comes in handy. You gotta listen. If I hear enemy teammates or enemy players coming over here, I'll wait right here, and if they come up there, I'll shoot them. But if I think they're just gonna sit there and camp, I'll go right here and just flank them and take them out right there. Or, you know, it's obvious if they're coming the other way. If I come here and listen, you know, just come around. They should just be running straight down the center here, and you could shoot them from this side and this side. You know, that's pretty much Seatown, controlling those corridors. I mean, it's also vital to control this stairwell here because it leads to a good center of the market. You know, this map kind of plays out like District from Call of Duty 4, if any of you veteran players know. If you venture through the market, it gets through much of the map. And I would advise with this class, its major weakness is this alleyway right here. Because, you know, a lot of players like to sit in that building back there. And, you know, that's a really not ideal position if you have a shotgun or the MP7. Well, maybe if you're really good at MP7. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Seatown. You know, it's controlling these corridors. I mean, for domination, I mean, it's the same thing. If you get them spawn trapped on there, you just got to control these corridors here. Or this corridor down here. I mean, with the motion sensors going off, I mean, it's pretty much, you know, you can tell where the enemy team is most of the time. And even with Assassin, you know, it'll be very difficult for them to still hide because there's that audio cue you can listen for. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for this side, you know, portable radars, a nice one would go right here in this little corner, you know, in the building which your team should be monitoring, like that corner, over here on this barrel, behind the barrel, you know, anywhere that's major congestion points, because having the portable radar there is just a free mini UAV. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Seatown. I mean, the standard route's pretty easy. It's a very small, compact map for the fighting compared to like Interchange. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and join me next time for Method to the Maps.